That's why he always wrong. Zach had to tell me he was wrong the other night.
Like that. Worldwide. Takeover. Times Square. Takeover. The Takeover. New York Takeover. Man, you just put anything with Takeover.
Man, we're doing great. Getting ready for this fight on May 2nd, and I can't wait, man. It's been a long time due, and we're gonna show up and show the world what we made of.
Yeah, this is my favorite type of workout. Part of training.
Why is that?
Fundamentals. Bring back the basics. Basics are everything. Alignment with the feet and the hands. Position.
Deep inside their respective training facilities, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez are grinding through sessions that blur one day into the next. Intense sparring rounds, endless road work, and countless repetitions are molding their preparation.
Champ got razor blades in them goddamn gloves. And we gonna be switching on his ass. Woo! It's gonna be ugly.
I think he's gonna go in and be patient and handle his business. I mean, compared to Shakur, I mean, he's just a masterpiece at his work. So I feel like he's gonna go and pick him apart and
Well before the arena lights come up and the cameras start rolling, both Stevenson and Lopez have already committed to a lifestyle that centers completely around the sweet science.
Say, oh.
Yo, can I ask you something?
What?
Did you blame him?
Nah, hell no. That was smart. That was smart. I know what I'm gonna do next time though. I'm gonna punch it.
Especially that hook.
I got you. Look, when he start doing this, I'm gonna punch that shit like right here, his elbow.
And I got a family to take care of. They depend on me. And I'm gonna get to this bag and make sure it works.
When it comes to Stevenson's preparation, everything starts in silence. Those pre-dawn hours find him locked in the ring, working through sparring sessions and technical drills with laser focus. You can hear nothing but leather meeting leather, canvas responding to quick footwork, and his corner team shouting adjustments and advice.
Now we got the gym. My happy place.
what is the update on that?
It's a lot better. I'm able to punch. I'm able to whoop ass.
Does it change it being Floyd Schofield on the same vision?
Same vision. Actually, it makes it even better, to be honest, because he been popping a lot of shit. So to put him in his place, I'm gonna love doing that.
Being a coach is, of course, like a coach's dream, you know. He's technically sound, you know. He's disciplined. He does everything right, you know. All you gotta do is talk gloves and give him water majority of the time. You don't gotta worry about skipping no steps, you know. He gonna follow everything, plus do a little more on his own time, you know. You make a coach job easy.
Three.
During those brief moments between rounds, Stevenson becomes more observer than talker, soaking up every piece of guidance before diving back into the intensity. Word has it that Terrence Crawford has been working alongside Shakur Stevenson as he prepares for his showdown with Teofimo Lopez, with Crawford speaking highly of Stevenson's remarkable talents.
Working with Terrence Bud Crawford, definitely a hell of an experience. You get that type of knowledge, that type of IQ.
I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. And that's how I feel about myself.
You see me around a lot. Don't act like you ain't seen me around them days. He said that.
Bud, come on. Terrence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen and
Straight boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when the motherfucker trying to run out. When the motherfucker trying to run, there you go.
Even if I don't feel the same way that he feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If he's here, what do you think he can throw? The hook, because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You got to always be a student. You got to always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's going to be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses.
Wally Moses, the man who brought a 5-year-old Shakur Stevenson into the boxing world, remembers how that little kid practically demanded to train and spar daily, displaying an authentic passion for the sport right from day one. Stevenson's support system remains tight-knit, with his mother, brothers, sisters, and extended family regularly appearing at training sessions, witnessing firsthand as he chases boxing immortality.
Watching boxing every day. I think when he got around 2 years old, he just sat up and just started punching right in front of the TV. And I was like, oh, you like that? And I think pretty much everything else is icky. You hear me tell tales about taking him into the gym at 5 years old, but when he went into the gym, he was ready to start training and learn how to fight. So he had been learning how to box long before 5 years old.
Meanwhile, at a different facility, Teofimo Lopez's training environment pulses with its own distinct vibe, though the dedication level matches perfectly. Heavy beats pump through the speakers, while Lopez attacks explosive training sequences, blending lightning speed with devastating power and relentless aggression.
House of Champion, Teofimo Lopez in the building. You already know what's up. Your father, senior, right here in the building. Okay. Yo, what up, guys? Yeah, boxing. Hey, man, it's different. That's what I like. I like that's different. And to even have like an indoor court at the same time. Box a little bit, come on the court a little bit. Yeah, it's a playground. So every time I finish a fight, I go home with almost at least $1 million. But that's not enough with the living and everything that comes around.
Yeah.
Especially in today's era. Today, 10K back then was a lot. Now it's nothing. 10,000? Well, we paying at least half that in rent or housing.
I'm standing in your way. My bad.
No, man.
Yeah.
Bro, I brought ain't somebody that has brought a major $1 billion company like I did.
When sparring time arrives, you can see the true essence of Lopez's preparation. Those rounds get heated, lightning quick, and intensely competitive. His coaching staff pushes him to maintain razor-sharp reflexes when facing pressure, teaching him to react purely on instinct when the action reaches its peak.
Yo, we're about to do some light work with Teofimo Lopez, 10-time world champion. Do some light work, moving around.
Three slips.
Yep. Right here.
And a right hand up there. Right left back. 1, 2. Double jab right. I got it.
What Lopez's trainer consistently emphasizes is that his fighter's edge comes from more than just structured drills or standard conditioning work. It stems from the authentic love he demonstrates during every single training session. Lopez has made a commitment to practically live inside the gym, training multiple times throughout each day and driving himself forward even when no bout is officially on the books. This transformation took hold after he captured world titles in 2 different weight classes. That constant gym presence has elevated his hand speed, physical strength, and boxing intelligence, and it shows his genuine devotion to the craft rather than just chasing victories. People watching him train notice how effortlessly he flows through drills and sparring, maintaining light feet and smooth rhythm while perfecting combination, punching, and ring movement. He's turned grueling preparation into something that looks almost natural. This dedication doesn't just boost his quickness and coordination, it also energizes everyone training alongside him.
So far, he's an entertaining cat. Like, everything is fun. It's a fun day every day, but it's serious when he's sparring. He gets down to nitty gritty, does his thing, just embarrasses a lot of the sparring partners. And again, I tell him, have fun in there. Like, just make boxing great again, make boxing fun again. Oh, there's a little one.
Man, I've been working my ass off so much.
His opponent is undefeated. He's a frigidity boxer. He jumps in, jumps out. But there's one thing we see that he don't do, and we'll tell you when we do it to him. I can't tell you now, but I'm gonna tell you later.
Takeover Sports, coming soon. Yeah, baby, all day.
Yo sé que supe que sería de tu vida, desde entonces no supe que algún día.
I wonder where.
Los amigos del pueblo que dejaron sin ti. Yo quisiera ser tu todo amigos yeah.
Terence Crawford speaks about Shakur Stevenson with genuine brotherhood and respect, emphasizing his incredible abilities. He acknowledges that some fans might find Shakur's style unexciting, but they're missing his real talent and ring mastery. Crawford draws parallels between Stevenson and Floyd Mayweather, another fighter who faced boring labels before establishing legendary status. In Crawford's view, Shakur possesses skills that rival Mayweather's caliber, displaying accuracy, ring intelligence, and hand speed that mark him as a truly special competitor deserving praise and recognition.
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Boxing, he's one of the ones. Yeah. We're gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. You know, Shakur is different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters. Yeah.
Teddy Atlas stands up for both Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. Against the ongoing criticism that has shadowed their professional journeys, he calls out those observers who rushed to claim these fighters ducked tough competition, built soft records, or refused to face elite opposition. Atlas contends that this viewpoint is both outdated and unjust, since both men have demonstrated their readiness to accept high-stakes matchups. He stresses that their technical ability, velocity, and tactical approach make them dangerous adversaries capable of competing with anyone at the top level. Instead of running from risk, Stevenson and Lopez have actively pursued chances to prove themselves, showing development and versatility. Atlas maintains that the avoidance narrative no longer holds water, insisting that both fighters have earned respect for their accomplishments and the quality opposition they're now willing to face inside the squared circle.
You know, Teofimo, certain style, he's avoiding this guy, he's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up, and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations, you know, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, you know, for electricity. I don't know if they will, but I tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, you know, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science. I mean, Shakur showed aggression in his last fight against Cepeda, you know, being elusive while being aggressive, you know, walking them down, fighting on the inside, you know, boxing well, still being able to counter, still being able to control space, but also be able to go into tight quarters and not be afraid to show that he's good on the inside too, that he can make you miss and make you pay outside and inside. Shakur showed that. That was great. That was great, and people applaud him. I applaud him. We were sitting there, ringside. I was sitting there actually with your sister, ringside, watching that fight. And it was a terrific performance. Shakur showing that dimension, showing that attitude, showing that competitiveness, showing that dog like people like to show or like to talk about, and they wanted to see in Shakur.
During his appearance on the Ariel Helwani show, Shakur Stevenson shared his honest thoughts about Teofimo Lopez, making one thing crystal clear. There has never been bad blood between them personally. Shakur has consistently shown respect for Lopez as a competitor, appreciating his hand speed, punching power, natural athleticism, and complete skill package. He recognizes that Teofimo has kept these attributes sharp throughout his career, establishing him as a serious threat when the bell rings. Though Lopez sometimes becomes a divisive personality in boxing circles, occasionally making comments that rub folks the wrong way, Shakur stressed that he doesn't let those words get under his skin. He admits that certain statements, especially ones that have bothered other people, can provide extra fuel when it's time to perform, driving him to reach peak performance levels. Beyond all that, Shakur sees Teofimo as essentially a motivated competitor who truly desires to reach legendary status. For Stevenson, this matchup means facing a legitimate test and a chance to evaluate himself against a skilled, respected, and hungry fighter. This goes beyond just collecting another victory. It's about proving his abilities, mental toughness, and game planning against elite competition.
Against a highly capable and motivated opponent.
It's done. I wanna make it happen, so let me hit the guy up.
Honestly, I had been set it up with the higher power people. I kind of asked them, can we make the fight happen? But once it got closer to getting it done, I kind of reached out to Tio, and he was cool.
And obviously this is happening at 140. Why were you interested in that? Why the decision to move up from 135?
I'm not moving up to 140-pound division just yet. I'm actually a 35-pounder, but I moved up for this fight because I know that why would I bring him down? I would have to come up to his weight if I want to fight him. So it only made sense.
Was MSG always the spot that was discussed, or perhaps Prudential Center, Newark, or any other locations?
They asked me Las Vegas or New York, and I told them I like New York. So
Amir Khan has recognized Shakur Stevenson as an exceptionally talented, fundamentally sound competitor who contributes real value to boxing, even when his approach doesn't always thrill mainstream audiences. Stevenson's accuracy, defensive mastery, and fight intelligence make him incredibly tough to touch and defeat, which represents boxing at its purest level. While Khan has complimented other fighters like Teofimo Lopez for their attacking mentality and knockout power, he also acknowledges Stevenson's championship-level capabilities. He gets that fans sometimes mistake tactical, defensive brilliance for dull fighting. At championship levels, avoiding punches, managing distance, and outsmarting opponents demonstrate genuine artistry. Stevenson's technique and success against quality opposition prove that there's elegance and craft beyond just spectacular finishes. Stevenson enters this fight carrying a reputation built on accuracy, strategic thinking, and mid-fight adjustments. His talent for controlling space, studying opponents, and making corrections during battle has repeatedly made him a nightmare matchup. Against Teofimo Lopez, those abilities will face a stern test against Lopez's natural power, blazing speed, and attacking approach, creating intrigue among supporters and experts about how Stevenson will handle this particular challenge.
What do you think about the criticism that Shakur gets? Like, people say that he's
boring and all that.
he's
Yeah.
not entertaining.
I mean, look, he's like an Andre Ward style. Andre Ward wasn't really that entertaining, but got the win. I mean, that's what boxing is all about. So I used to love watching the Andre Ward fight because it was so punch perfect. I watched his footwork, how he moved to the right, to the left. And I trained with him as well, with Virgil. And I used to watch how he trained and how he fought. And I thought, how he puts his hands there and uses it as a defense and then pulls your hands down and catches you over the top. And them little things. So this is a fight that people get, because you got two different styles. You've got an offensive, defensive in Lopez, and you've got a defensive in Shakur.
Lamont Roach, who has watched Stevenson up close, explains that this fight shouldn't be seen as wild chaos, but instead as a battle decided by smart control and purposeful execution. A victory over Lopez wouldn't just add another championship belt to Stevenson's collection, it would also dramatically increase his reputation and leverage in discussions for a potential showdown with Tank Davis. Many supporters and industry insiders believe that only after defeating a marquee name like Teofimo can Stevenson rightfully establish himself as the #1 challenger worthy of facing Davis, a bout that has generated conversation for years without actually happening.
Okay, cool. But and doing that, and so I was always going to fight this year. He knew that too. I was always going to fight this year. It was going to be either like a tune-up or something before I fought him, if we were to get that together.
So who do you think wins that fight between him and Teofimo Lopez if they fight?
If they fight, I think Shakur wins. I think Shakur wins. And I don't think it's going to be like a super tough fight either. I think he just, his IQ will frustrate him. And,
wow. Don't you think Teo has also good ring IQ and also is slick, fast?
I think
explosive?
so, but when you look at Teo's performances against guys that are just pure boxers, it's just like...
So which fighter do you see having the advantage when they finally step through the ropes? Share your analysis and fight predictions down in the comments section below.